last week. An interview between the Duke of Sussex, 37, and the Today's Show anchor Hoda Kotb in the US. During the interview, Harry said he was working to ensure the Queen has the right people around her. Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle, 40, made a whistle-stop visit to the UK to meet with the Queen prior to travelling to The Hague where the Invictus Games were held. Harry said he and his grandmother shared a special relationship and talk about things that she can't talk about with anybody else. He also described Her Majesty as being in great form during the visit, which marked the first time the Sussexes have returned to the UK together since quitting royal duties. He said, "It was just so nice to see her. She's on great form. She's always got a great sense of humor with me, and I'm just making sure that she's, protected and got the right people around her." His recollection of the visit was widely criticized as people questioned the meaning of Harry's words and whom the monarch needed protection from. Now, amid Scobie, co-author of Finding Freedom about the Sussexes, has defended the Duke. He argues it is natural for the prince to be skeptical of every person in her daily orbit as the Queen battles health concerns and reduced mobility. He also adds that asking these questions in Harry's position as her grandson is the norm for any caring person with an elderly family member. He wrote, "Having bravely faced a series of health and mobility issues, we often hear how the 96-year-old monarch is impressively getting on with her duties. But, as a grandson and sixth in line to the throne, it would only be natural for Harry to question whether every person in her daily orbit has her best interests at heart. Is she being pushed to do too much? Is anyone telling her to slow down? Is there too much pressure to be at Platinum Jubilee events this June? Is she being properly taken care of?" Mr. Scobie went on to add, "These are the kinds of questions any caring person would ask an elderly family member living alone or in the facility run by staff." Back in February, Her Majesty admitted she was struggling to walk during her first in-person engagement of the year at Windsor Castle. The monarch could be seen clutching a walking stick as she met the incoming Defence Services Secretary Major General Eldon Miller and his predecessor Rear Admiral James MacLeod. A video of the meeting showed the sovereign attempting to shuffle across the room, and she can be heard saying, "Oh, I am here," while chuckling as the two secretaries entered her room. When asked how she was, the Queen responded, "Well, as you can see, I can't move." She then gestured at her feet before shuffling forward slightly and greeting the pair with a handshake. Her Majesty also had COVID in February, just a few months after she was admitted to hospital overnight for preliminary investigations. The monarch cancelled a series of engagements owing to ill health from October onwards and conducted light duties from home instead. However, she was able to attend a memorial service for her late husband last month at Westminster Abbey. Special arrangements were made for the Queen to ensure she had every chance of attending the service to honor Prince Philip, her husband of 73 years. The monarch entered the service from a separate entrance closer to her seat and also used a walking stick. She was guided into the abbey on the arm of her son Prince Andrew.